family spends time together, learning rules for emergency situations with the help of experts. Join the game. Now look, Grandma, you rolled a 3. You count 2 cards and take the third one. Do you see the picture? Yes. Then explain how to respond to the threat. And we'll just add on. The main goal of the game is to avoid dangerous situations. Yes, let's start playing. Can I go first? A 2. So, should I put this out with water? Sweetie, don't rush. Look closely, it's an electrical fire. You definitely can't extinguish that with water. You need to quickly cut off power to the whole apartment by turning off the electricity over there at the switchboard, remember? And be sure to shut off the gas supply. And to extinguish it. Maybe with sand? Sweetie, where would you find sand in our apartment? By the way, what type of fire extinguisher should you use if there's a fire at home? It depends on what's burning. Fires in areas with lots of electrical appliances are best extinguished with a powder fire extinguisher. Let me show you how to use it safely. First, pull out the pin and approach at a safe distance. This is called the nozzle. Point it at the flames and press the handle. There are actually 4 types of fire extinguishers, each with different contents and labeled accordingly. This one is a PF, powder fire extinguisher. There's also a water extinguisher, foam extinguisher, and CO2 extinguisher. The label for the CO2 extinguisher is CF. It works by cutting off the oxygen supply to the fire, quickly putting out the flames without damaging property. However, unlike powder extinguishers, it leaves smoldering items. Here's a tip. The gas in this extinguisher isn't harmful, but it's very cold, so it's best to protect your hands from frostbite. And remember, don't direct the spray at yourself or others. It's good to have both extinguishers at home. Electrical appliance fire, use powder. For large flames, use CO2. Got it? In the hands of professionals, it's all straightforward. And where should the extinguisher be? In an easily accessible spot that everyone knows about. Hey, who's tugging at my sock? I was checking if there was a sock on the heater to make sure it doesn't catch fire, because Mom says we shouldn't dry anything on it. Good job. And remind Dad to unplug the iron when he's done ironing. And most importantly, don't use several powerful devices at the same time. So, we've covered fire prevention. But what if a fire has already started? Open the window. No, close the window. Oh, what should we do? If the fire just started, a draft from the window could fan the flames. So, you need to close all windows. And this is the time to use the fire extinguisher you have at home. But remember, only adults should do this. I'd like to note that fire releases carbon monoxide. It poses a big risk to people. It's odorless, colorless, but very toxic and dangerous. That's why I recommend everyone install detectors at home to alert them. If the fire can't be extinguished, don't panic. Stay calm, leave the room where the fire started, and immediately call emergency services at 101. Do you remember the exercises to help you stay calm? Like tapping your body with your palms. Slow inhale and slow exhale. To avoid getting nervous, it's best to learn the safety rules. Saying them out loud helps you calm down and know what to do next. Fire is not a game. Matches and lighters are off limits. Don't play with them. Parents shouldn't leave little ones unattended. And with older kids, it's important to teach them the response steps in case of an emergency. Kids, out of fear, may think they can hide from danger. Under the bed, in the bathroom, in the closet. But this is a mistake. Children need to be taught emergency actions. Don't panic, leave the room where the fire started, and call 101. So, what do we do when a fire starts? Call 101. And what do we say? First, give the exact address. Street, house, and apartment number, floor number. Second, your last name. Third, describe what's burning. We've covered the most common causes of fires, but there are also complex cases. For example, when the fire blocks the exit from the apartment. And it's essential to know a lot of fire safety rules for the outdoors too. By the way, you can learn about them by following the link below this episode. You can also answer interactive questions for adults and kids. So, ready to test your knowledge?